Moving on, let's actually implement this to-do action item, that is adding a section. When we are writing a document, it makes sense to split our content across sections, right? We can go ahead one step down and do subsections, and we can go further down and do subsections. For instance, if I were to write a research paper, I would distribute the content across different types of sectional units. In this case, we have the introduction section, related work section, our methodology section, which in turn has the subsection architecture and algorithm. The architecture subsection in turn contains centralized and distributed subsections. Finally, we have the results and conclusion sections. We will now look into sections, subsections, and subsections, the corresponding commands, and all other related information. Let's go ahead and add a first section. Note that most of the commands in LaTeX are pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. So the command for creating a section is \section. To this, we will provide the section name as input. Let's say our section name is my first section. Let me compile. My first section has been added to our document. The section command also added a section number. LaTeX internally maintains a counter to keep track of these section numbers. Each time a section command is encountered, the counter is incremented, a new number is generated for that particular section. Additionally, the section command has typeset the section name in a larger font size, indicating a shift in the organization. I would also like to explicitly specify the syntax of this command. As previously stated, all commands in LaTeX start with \. The command name is section. And to this, we'll open curly brackets, provide the section name. Close curly brackets. So in our case, a section name is my first section. Whatever section name we choose will be displayed as a section label here. Let's go ahead and add some content to our section. This is my first section. Compile. There you have it. Whatever content I put under the section command is now displayed in my output PDF underneath the section name. Let us now create a subsection. \subsection is the command name. To that, we will give our subsection heading, which is my first subsection. All right. We compile. My first subsection is now added to our output PDF along with subsection numbering of 1.1. This counter is internally maintained by LaTeX. We do not have to worry about it. The syntax for subsection is very similar to the section command \subsection, to which we will give a subsection name. Let's go ahead and add some content to this subsection. This is my first subsection. It contains subsections. Compile. Whatever content I put after the subsection command is now displayed underneath the subsection title. Similarly, if I would want to add a subsection, we would do \subsection, to which I would give the name of my subsection, which would be my first. Let's just put a hyphen, subsection. Compile. You can now clearly see how the font size varies across section, subsection, and subsection. Based on the level in the hierarchy, the font size changes. Since section is the topmost element in the hierarchy, its font size is the largest. Note that a section can have any number of subsections. Similarly, a subsection can have any number of sub-subsections. These three commands are the most commonly used for organizing content in your document. For the sake of completion, let's add some content to our sub-subsection. This is my first sub-subsection. It contains some content. Okay, compile. So whatever content I put under the sub-subsection command will be displayed under the corresponding heading. I hope you can see the pattern here. When LaTeX encounters the section command, it goes ahead and creates a new section. Then whatever content that follows, it places below that particular section heading. This continues up until a new document section command is found. In this case, we have a subsection command. At this point, LaTeX will be, okay, I need to create a subsection, and then whatever content follows, it will go ahead and place it under the corresponding subsection heading. Now, it continues to do so up until it encounters the next document section command, which is the subsection command. Now, it places the following content under the corresponding subsection heading. It continues to do so until we start another document sectioning command, which can be \section, \subsection, or \subsection. Any one of these. I would now like to bring your attention to the file outline which is present on the bottom left hand side. For every section, subsection, sub-subsection that we create, an entry is made in the file outline. We can expand or collapse. Alternatively, you could also generate a table of contents in your output PDF. To do that, let's go to line 30 and use the command \table of content. Recompile. We have an error. It says undefined control sequence. Let's go to our logs and output files. So I have made some mistake in this command. The mistake was the command name is table of contents, whereas previously I had missed the S, and that's why there was an error. If you face any hiccup with LaTeX commands, you can use the Wikibook LaTeX command glossary. Do a Control F. If you are on Mac, it will be Command F, and just search for the command table of content and see this is the correct command. You can look it up here and then edit your LaTeX file. Now that we have fixed the error, let's take a look at the output PDF. The table of contents command does a few things for us. It added the contents heading. It scanned a document for section, subsection, and sub-subsection commands and listed them accordingly with the corresponding page numbers. Super handy, right?